Okay, I am ready to start my actual grid drawing. So I have my computer ready to go with my image I'm looking at. I have my paper that is gridded already lightly. I have my choice of eraser and a sharpened pencil, and I have my sharpener here because I will probably need it at some point. So the first thing we're going to do is focus on just one square. We'll start with the easy ones. Usually the hairline, those are usually easy. And I usually draw the furthest away from me. So up here, so when I start drawing, I'm not running my hand over my drawing. So I'm just looking at this simple square right here. The great thing about using a computer is I could go in and I could completely blow this up. So I can really get a good idea of where this image is, where this line is, excuse me, and shape in this square. So it may look really easy to you. Oh, it's just an arc. But we can get these things wrong a lot easily. So first I want to pick out my midlines of my square. So about right here, you can see that that line attaches a little bit before the midline. That's really good to know because then when I look at my paper, I can make, if this is my midline, I can make a mark a little bit before, just a teeny bit before. And then I can go back to this square, find about my midline. It looks like this attaches almost right at the midline. So I'll go back to here and almost. Now, yes, I could just draw an arc, but I could get that wrong. So what I like to do is instead of drawing arcs, I usually draw straight lines and then I can soften them later. I take my tool, my pencil, and I actually line it up exactly how that line, the direction of the line. So it's not like this, it's not like this. It's pretty much just like this. I keep my pencil like that and I take it right down, keeping the same angle, and I put it right on my paper. So when you keep that angle, you can look at it. I'm looking at my computer right now. I am, let's see. Oh, the trash decided to come right now. Sorry about that. So if I'm looking and I have my line and then I bring my line right down, I can pretty much just draw this straight line just like this. Remember, we're going super, super, super light. Sketchy lines are fine, super light. Now I'll do something a little bit harder. I'm gonna go next to it. I'm looking at this curve. So many of us just want to draw this curve. But humor me, break it down into two lines. There's a line that goes this way and there's a line that goes this way. We want to know where it hits within the square. That's kind of right in the middle. Perfect. Right in the middle. And then this line hits just a little bit. If you were to divide this, probably midline, maybe a fifth. So maybe about right here. And then I'm going to do that angle line up. You will not be holding your computer like me. I'm just doing this for you being able to see what I'm doing. I can literally look from my space and line it up and bring it right back down. And that's what I'll do. So let me go closer here. Now that you know what I'm doing, I'm lining that up. And it is okay to go off the page. Like her hairline doesn't go all the way up, but I can sort of intersect lines too. So I could cross them. And then later I can get rid of those lines. So it is quite okay for me to make these more square and then later to soften them. I want to show you something else. All right. So if I have this part, there's a lot of really good indicators here. So I have a line that goes this way, I have a line that goes this way, and I also have a vertical line here. So you also have where these are in relation to the rest of the square. So I can think of this angle here. Does it go straight corner to corner if I made an X? Well, no, it's a little bit below that dot right there. How about this right here? If I check that line, the hairline's a little above it. There's so many different ways to check your shape here. You can also draw different shapes. I could draw this shape as one shape. I could draw this shape as one shape. What we don't want to do is take something like this and draw this line, like the top of a heart, because we're likely to get the subtleties wrong. And if we get the subtleties wrong, it's the subtleties of being human that make us look unique. So we all have eyes, we all have noses, we all have mouths for the most part. We all have hair for the most part, hairlines, etc. But all these little subtleties that gridding really helps us with are what makes us us. So pay attention to them. I'm going to take this first line. I know that it comes a little bit down from the top here. It comes a little bit down from the top. And my angle that I'm going to just take it right across the page. So I'm going to go right across just like that. And then this vertical part pretty much is right in the center of my square. So I can take that vertical part down right there. And then I have a little piece of her hair that's about a third of, if I divided this in 3 sections, it's about a third. So now I can erase what I don't need. And I have the basic shapes of her hair. Later, again, I can soften this. But we're basically just worried about contour line right now. So I'm going to go ahead and fill in as far as I want you to go. And some of you won't get this far today, but we're basically going to get just the basic contour line and shapes down and hope that they're in the right place. And we will probably, when we come back to it, we will need to readjust because it's really common to have things in the wrong place. A little high, a little low, a little tilted, etc. So first, box by box, square by square. And I will, sorry for the shaking, I will speed this up so you can see how I do this in a faster time.